like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist. Watch out, clubs, I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. That I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Watch out, clubs. I never switch, you never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, 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 car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I start like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
So hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings.
Welcome in, everybody, to another edition of the NFL.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded at the 8. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
60 outlaw.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Second and 5 now. Young. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
On third down, Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Steve Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Second down, Peterson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Young to throw again on second and 10. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now Steve Young and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. And he'll need to put that interception out of his mind quickly because between the field goal and the pick six, they're already looking up at a 2-score differential.
And isn't it interesting that a lot of the time when we talk about having a short memory, we say that's a defensive back, right? Got beat for a touchdown pass, throw it out. Quarterbacks have to do the same thing. They make a mistake, come back and be the best quarterback you were before.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looking to throw on second down. Young. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Young, and he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Young now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 42 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down now, it's Peterson. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Steve Young and this Madden Legends offense heading out for their next drive. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Young on third down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Murray, he's used to moving fast in Oklahoma. He'll get his guys up to the line. From the 25 on second down, Murray.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. They'll run with Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Switch. Protein spill. Ready.
Now Young. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
It's Young on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Adrian Peterson now getting ready to go again on offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The 26-yard line.
Here's Moss as he'll get it on the jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, here's a run with Peterson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First down, Murray. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Steve Young heading back out, the focus of our player spotlight. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away. Defense,
we got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Another run here with Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Loaded.
To throw, Young. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. To throw on 2nd and 10. Young. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Throwing, Young. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Young. And Walker has it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Jesse Tuggle, the linebacker, there on the tackle. From the 17, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Young. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Haywood. Mike 58 right there. Wild Bill on the ball now.
On 4th down, Young. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
This will be caught by Randy Moss. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, it's Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Look at me. Go. Be careful.
A give running left. It's Sanders. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And Young's going to throw it here. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
And an alley to run.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Young now. Going to throw again. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark.
Let's go, baby.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
10-2 stop. Check. Ready?
Another run with Sanders. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
They're going to keep it on the ground. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align with move.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach.
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll be caught by Rice. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. On third down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a fourth down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Throwing on second down, Young. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll run on first down. Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 35-yard line.
Alert flare! Alert flare! 6-6, pull it high.
From the 35 on second down, Young. That's caught by Howard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on third down. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Jackson on first down. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Kevin Green. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Go now. 10 Lobo. Hey, Delta. Defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 43 is the mic. Bound to lose one. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Here we go. Say go.
Following the interception, Young. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Shifts by him, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Barry Sanders the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Jackson to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And Jackson throwing once more. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jackson will throw again. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, a full half to be played. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick